Hello fellow viewers, subscribers and friends, how are you doing? Today I'm gonna convert my 4-wheel drive WLtoys k969 into a 2-wheel drive drifter. Alright? And to do that without having to cut parts and do crazy stuff in the car, I bought this kit from ACXWA. Alright? This cost me around $40 US. Price will be on the screen. If I have codes at the moment, I'll put them also down there in the description so you can get some dollars off of the price. Alright? So, this kit is awesome because when you buy the 2-wheel drive conversion kit, the seller sends you replaceable, so spares for the upper and lower control arms here in the front. Alright, it also gives you a different motor. I read on the ad that this had a smoother operation than the stock one. Also inside the bag, as bonus, he also sends you rear shock tower. This comes as a bonus inside the bag. And yeah, you have the 2 axes for the front. This comes with bearings. Alright. And also comes with this tool, so you can mount the pieces without having to buy a tool. It's a pretty extensive kit. I think it's good. The parts are 3D printed. You can see the layers of the print. You have this tension bar as a front suspension, and the servo will be mounted here on the front. Alright, so let's gonna install this and see how it does. Alright, let's go for the installation. First, I'm gonna start by removing the front here on the WLtoys. So I'm gonna remove these 4 screws, so I can remove this top brace, these 5 screws, sorry. So I can remove this. I'm gonna remove the servo. So, let's start by removing this top brace first. To remove the servo, you have 3 screws here. Now, I have to cut this zip tie. I'm gonna get the tool. This is just to make it easier. Servo is out. Now disconnect the motor. Alright, now I want to separate the front differential from the center drive shaft. So we need to remove the shock tower. It's 3 screws here. Now you have 2 screws back there, 1 on each side. You have more 2 here for the differential to open it. Before you remove these ones in the front, you have 2. So you have 4 facing down for the differential and 2 horizontally. I believe these ones are for the upper arms. Try not to lose track of the screws because they are different lengths. That's why I'm trying not to remove them. Longer ones are from the differential. Seems like I can already remove it. So that's that. The front part comes in one piece. Put it aside. I'm gonna put the screws back in its hole so I don't lose them. Now that we have it like this, I'm gonna have to cut the shaft. Seems like we're gonna have to remove more stuff. So now I'm gonna remove the motor mount. And we'll have to open the rear diff, seems like, so I can remove this from here. Or I can try to remove it all in one piece. Alright. I can work with that. Alright. Alright. It came out like so in one piece. So I'm gonna cut the shaft here with a Dremel. Alright? And I'll be right back. I'm gonna do it on camera. Just to remind you, when you use power tools, always use safety goggles, because the metal shavings can jump to your eye and that will be a bad day. Alright? Always safety first. As you can see, it's a solid axle. Alright, that's gonna save this part. It's this. So I'm going to start to thread the rear part. Rear gears installed. It's working good. You have to leave some extension on the shaft, so when you want to extend the chassis for 102 millimeters, you'll have space on the shaft for that. Alright? That's why I leave some length. Alright, now let's go to the front. This says here on the parts the right and left. So this is mounted like so. So let's go start mounting the servo in here. You remove the mounting bracket from the servo. To make it easier, we should put the screw first here. You'll have to remove the grub screw from the steering acroman. You come to this angled face. You put the piece like this with the arc facing up. like so. The servo is in this position with the mounting facing front and the gears facing down. Gonna tighten the servo. It's a screw down there. It's good. Now for the horn. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm just checking if it doesn't touch nothing, because these are 3D printed. We gotta be sure. I think no. It's a tight fit, but it's good. After center it, I will put the grub screw. Let's see. Plug it in. Transmitter. The trim is in the center. Alright, the servo is centered. So now, just a matter of putting the grub screw. Alright, let's test it. Seems to be working. It's centered, so let's go to the next step. Now we can mount this on the car. Yeah, to make it easier, let's see, seems like I'll have to cut this piece. Alright, I just noticed that right now. Seems like you don't need no Dremel. You can cut it with pliers. Like this. Alright. Let's attach the SC. Gonna put a little bit of double side tape here. Putting the screws. And we're done. Everything's looking beautiful. After, I'll be mounting the rear links that will make the camber more in, and the rear shock tower to see if it fits my mounting system. Alright, I did install the rear link, camber link. Alright, I'm gonna do the same on this side to show you. Like that. Alright, and this makes the wheels toe in the rear a little bit. So I have all the parts installed. Now, of course, this is gonna be hard to drift without the gyro. So I'll have to install a gyro on this. And I'm gonna install this micro gyro version 5. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, I ended up using the motor that came in the kit. Alright, I saw the routine. I did extend the wheelbase of the car for 102 millimeters. So from this hole to the rear one, because two reasons. One, a longer wheelbase makes for a better drifting, easier to hold the lines while drifting chassis. So yeah, I did that for that, and also because with my shell, the Audi, I did find out it was better to extend the wheelbase. So I did extend it, and I did ground some of the plastic on the chassis to open the wheel well. Alright, in the front. And now I think it's not touching anything. We'll see. Let me turn it on. I already saw I'll have to grind a little bit here, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna show you the turning angle. You see that? And yeah, this motor is smoother. The seller was right. I think this motor is smoother when you touch the throttle. It starts moving and it's not jerky. The stock one was a little bit jerky and too fast. This one is good. Of course now, without the gyro, it's almost impossible to control it. As the video is long enough, I'm gonna make the video of installing the gyro so you can watch how to install on the WLtoys K969. Alright? So, this video is long enough. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped you in any way to install your two-wheel drive kit. If you still have any questions, please feel free to ask them down there in the comments. Alright? I will be more than happy to try to help you. So, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.